Taurus, welcome into Steampunk Psyche. I appreciate you coming. Today we are going to be doing the reading over the top of the Hierophant here for the dates of September the 28th through October the 6th, I believe. So we're going to get into your reading and find out what exactly is on your mind. Oh, cool. Cool. All right, while this is shuffling, I'm going to give you some fun facts about yourself that you already know, but I enjoy this because maybe somebody else doesn't know. But Taurus is April the 20th through May the 20th. They are ruled by Venus, the planet of beauty, pleasure, and value. They're an earth sign. They are loyal and grounded, sensual and aesthetic, persistent and patient, stubborn yet devoted. And I say that stubborn very lightly because I know a few of them, and I'm going to get my mug out of the way here. Cool. So we've opened up with the Six of Cups. And give me just a second. I'll get this out of the way so I can continue on. And followed by Justice and the Eight of Cups. Okay, so we have, right off the bat, I see the cups in there. Relationships. In the very first position, this dominant active energy, usually considered to be the masculine energy, but doesn't necessarily pertain to male, female. As we know, it can talk about a masculine active energy. But somebody is nostalgic. Somebody is, and I use goo goo eyes just because I think my mother may have said that to me when I was little, you know. I don't know why I still say it. But you're hooked on somebody, you know. You've got your eyes set, valiant effort to make something happen is kind of what I'm feeling here. And you're seeing a little bit of injustice in that, right? And you're deciding whether or not to walk away. Perhaps this has some, I'm just going to go ahead and say it, but maybe there's some sexual tension taking place. The Ace of Wands doesn't have to be that, but it does talk about, kind of a sensual type of energy, right? The divine offerings, emotional offerings, it hit our heartstrings, right? Our heart space. But I feel like maybe you might be a little bit down and out on that situation. I'm not sure. We're going to take a look. But we know Justice is in the passive position. So I'm wondering if maybe you're wondering whether or not you're going to receive justice by walking away from this situation. Perhaps you're in your mind thinking, this could be a relationship that you're looking towards, and if you just back up a little bit, maybe this person might reach out, right? And so we can get our sexual funk going on. But I don't know. I mean, it doesn't have to be. But I'm going to look at the Seven of Cups, and I'm not judging anyway because is good, right? Shift pad 7. So keep in mind, I do have a whole lot of buttons to hit here. I'm not trying to deliberately put anything in your way. I just try to get these clarity cards for you. So Seven of Cups, and I say clarity, right? Clarity shows up. Yeah, you're wanting to know about this. Awareness, whether or not to commit, maybe a discernment, how to prioritize your next move, so to speak. I don't know. However, I could past, present, future this, but I'm not. I'm going to let the cards talk to us here. I want your energy to speak to me. Taurus, tell me, what do you want to know? Six of Cups, nostalgic. I love to be in that place, right? You just want to hug, love, kiss, embrace, everything, right? And it just is an imbalance. So I say that, and as I say imbalance, the Two of Pentacles shows up. So yes, there is an imbalance on this situation, right? You know this. Like, dude, I know this already. I came for answers, and I get it. I wish that I had 1, 2, 3 for you, but I do not. We have to let the cards allow the burn. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't for us, but if this resonates with you, if you're with me so far, then stick with it and we'll tell the story together, okay? So the King of Cups offering hasn't come in for you. And I kind of feel that, like I said, it's a nostalgia, right? There is so much sexual tension. There is excitement of getting to know this person. There's, oh, I just love the way she looks, walks, talks. I love the way he looks in that, I'm totally talking in a male way here. I guess that females would be thinking that, man, he looks so good in them jeans, right? Or I don't know, that sounded weird for me saying that, but yeah, maybe, right? So you're looking towards a new journey, okay? The Fool card in the third position talks about what you're trying to manifest. The Fool is a manifester, it's I'm jumping over the cliff. I'm head over heels for this person, and that's kind of the energy I'm getting. It's an excitement, angst, right? But there's no communication coming in because it's followed by the Ace of Swords. And I love it when the energy is flowing, and I just feel like if you're with me, then you feel it too. It's just this angst. Oh, it's going to be so good, right? And I feel like if you'll just hang on to that energy, regardless of what the rest of these cards would say to us today, right now, I think you're manifesting that because you do have the Fool card in the third position, the beginning of a journey. Something's taken place, okay? However, we see the Emperor in the following cards on the third turn talking about what is manifesting, what is actually manifesting, or what could have manifested in the past. So you have the Emperor in reverse, and then you have the Five of Swords in reverse. These two cards together already tell me that there was chaos, turmoil, fighting, arguing. There could be indulgence. There could be narcissistic type of tendencies because the Emperor in the reversed really is this upside down energy. Don't hate the Emperor, okay? Don't hate the Emperor. Right, that masculine energy is the stable side of your masculine self. It's what keeps you grounded, what keeps you firm. It's what keeps you in your boundaries. It says, I'm not going to put on a mask just so I can get you. Okay? And now calm down, simmer down now. Five of Swords in the reverse position. We're going to take a look at that. Why did the Five of Swords show up in the feminine position here? Give me 1 second and I'll hit the right button and we will look at that. Magic reveal. Why? A reconciliation. Awesome, right? A resolution. Perspective, moving on, and peace. Learning from your mistakes. So you left a situation maybe that was chaotic. I'm going to show you that Emperor. So hold tight with me real quick. The Emperor in reversed. Tyranny, rigidity, domineering, control, oppression. So that's why I said narcissistic kind of a view. Don't hate. Every time, you know what, I get this feeling, every time the word narcissist is used, it gets thrown at a man. No, not here on this channel. It's about the masculinity. It's the actions that people take because there's just as many narcissistic females as there are males, right? And I don't get on that train. So don't be leaving me no hate damn comments about, you're a, yeah, anyway. I love to love to love. And if you know anything about me or this channel, that's what I intend to do. So I'm going to shoot it to you straight. However, we are seeing those two together, which lets me, it kind of gives me the energy like this is something maybe you've left, right? Because we do see the Fool card in the manifested position. You are holding on to the love, love, love. And I can appreciate that, Taurus. So, all right. So where do we go from here, right? What are we manifesting in this third turn? What are we manifesting? Wheel of Fortune, a new beginning, a new cycle, right? It's the ending of the cycle of this whole tyrannous situation that you may have been in, the lack of communication. Somebody could have smited you plenty with lots of hurtful words, because they're unhealed, right? But you're seeing a new beginning with this Wheel of Fortune card here. When you're up, you're up. When you're down, you're down. And it feels like that cycle, just with the energy I'm getting, it's like the cycle's over with. Now you're excited. You got the Fool energy, right? That young, youthful spirit. So strength reverse. It's taking everything you've got not to move towards this situation. I'm not sure. I kind of got the idea with justice in the reverse. We may be talking about a female here. Doesn't have to be. It could be masculine as well. So don't even take those energies as, oh man, shit, I'm out of here. No. In other words, I'm a masculine, but I still reside in the feminine position because I try to remain in my intuitive side, right? So I'm declaring right now, no, I'm not female, I am male, but I do have female aspects, right? We both have a balance of both sides. So anyway, you already knew that, but strength in the reverse tells me that you're fighting this. You're fighting very hard, but we're going to take a look at why the strength card showed up in the reverse position. So self-doubt. Yep. It'll make you do that, right? Lack of confidence in yourself, vulnerability. Lately I've been seeing a lot of the cards show about vulnerability, in fact, I'm going to make a video over vulnerability. In fact, I think I have. Maybe if you could look down in my playlist and just kind of scramble through there. I'm still trying to get everything organized, but there is some things about vulnerability that I get vulnerable with. I share. It's like as soon as we do this, get vulnerable with ourselves. Sometimes there's an answer that pops out, and I think that's what you're looking for here. What answer is that? This is the cauldron side, okay? We're going to use these cards over here to help pull out of these first three turns. We've got the divine or the masculine side here. We got the feminine side, and then the neuter side, or the youthful, young type of energy, which is what I felt with the Fool. A divine offering's coming in, right? Okie doke. Yes, I did say okie doke. This cup talks about that relationship. It talks about that emotional stability. It talks about a divine offering coming in here, right? Grounded by the Queen of Pentacles in this passive position right here. You can't ask for anything better. It's coming. It's on its way, okay? And maybe you've gotten a little bit guarded because it's followed by the Nine of Wands, right, in the reverse position. So I'm going to show you why that Nine of Wands is in there. Give me just a second. Then it's followed by the World card. You're feeling like this cycle's never going to end, okay? Yep, and then it followed by the Temperance. So let's look at the Nine of Wands right here as to why maybe this is in your energy. It'll tell us. Exhausted, right? Do I give up? Oh, I'm sleeping a lot. Restless nights. I'm surprised I didn't see the Nine of Swords there. But you're exhausted. You're burned out from this, right? Because it's like, oh, it's that dreamy state, daydreaming about this person. You've probably had some really good dreams, right? Maybe not. But what I'm saying is that we tend to put that rose-colored glasses and put these people up on a pedestal. And I'm telling you, I feel like this is the stage you're at right here. You put this person so high up right now that you don't even know if you can reach them anymore. Do they like me? Have they thought about me the way that I think about them? Those are all those damn questions that just keep you, right? So, what I'm going to say as your friend is right here, the Temperance fell perfect in perfect timing, okay? Temperance is the balance between your spiritual side and your earthbound side. This is the manifested on the earth. We see the Fool, manifested position. We also see the Wheel of Fortune in the manifested position. However, this also is being manifested because you're not staying balanced. You're not staying true to yourself. You've put the glasses on because you've put that person up on a high pedestal, right? I mean, and rightfully so. I just want to touch you. I just want to feel you. I want to hug you. I want to kiss you. I want to hold you. I want to have your babies, or I want to be your baby's daddy. I mean, however that works, right? It's just so intense. I got so much angst, you guys. I'm not even joking. This is so beautiful. All right, I love to be in that position. The chase is fun too, and so is the being caught. However, as well as I do, the more you chase, the more they run. The more you run, the more they chase. Okay. And I say that because it's followed by the King of Pentacles, which talks about stability, not only stability in our finances, health, wealth type scenario, but this also is an indicative of the staying grounded, right? It couldn't have failed because it's in the passive position. So it couldn't have been any better than that. Okay. So now you're wondering, and in that position, you're politely taking the stance, okay, maybe I ought to just turn around from this situation, And I'm not telling you to turn around from the situation. What I am telling you to do is get out of your damn head. Get focused back onto, how this works. Law of attraction. I don't have to explain it to you. You've heard it a million times. The internet's chock full of it. Perhaps I could do a video. If you want to hear about law of attraction, or at least the way I could approach it, let me know in the comments. I'll tell you some about it. But however, the Three of Wands in the reverse position, I'm going to show you that. So if I can just find the button, and there is a video on how I do this. So if you're interested, you can check that out too. It's in the playlist. Delays, frustration. Am I wrong? Nope. So there's obstacles in the way. It's stagnant feeling, right? You feel like maybe, did I miss the opportunity to see this person, be with this person? Where were the signs? Did I miss the signs? All of these damn questions that you're just in your head about. And as a friend, I'm trying to tell you right now, I am not going to sugarcoat this one bit. Yes, you're in your head. Temperance fell right on top of that nostalgic feeling, okay? You have to get back into your balanced self. You have to get back in your divine feminine self. You have to get back into your divine masculine self, okay? The only way, look at this, right? Oh my gosh. The three, yes, I said gosh. The Three of Cups, really? This is harmony. This is beauty. This is that sexual music playing in the background. Chicka wow wow, everything coming together perfectly. I know I'm kind of old school, right? But maybe this is the approach you need to take, this old school approach. Get out of your head. The Ace of Swords you see here, okay? Communication that's not coming in for you, right? If you want communication to come in, if you want this, they're back to back. Look at this. No communication, definite communication. These are just showing exact opposites of each other. The polarities are opposite. So what this tells me is this energy that you're doing is just the opposite of what you need to be doing. You need to get back into yourself. Okay, say for instance you met somebody, right? And that attraction right from the very get-go, you guys were clicking, everything was good, and you're going, why now all of a sudden do I just feel like, nothing's working right, Okay, well, here's the kicker. And I'm gonna hold this reading for just a second here, and we're gonna get down to the brass tacks, so to speak, right? Okay. I lied to you. I'm not going to pull another card. I can't. I want you to stay, but I want you to hear this. Sit in the fire with me for just a second, all right? I lit a candle back here behind you, okay? Back behind me, for balance, duality, the negative aspects and the positive aspects, okay? And the reason I do that is because I need people to understand that in order to balance this out, in order to get your true love to come to you, in order to make this, whatever this is, if this is just a fling, wait a minute, that sounds pretty terrible. Okay, back that up. Nix that. I don't mean just a fling because that's kind of disrespectful to both energies, masculine and feminine. I'm not judging, but I'm saying I don't feel like this is a fling. This is more of a divine offering coming in. So somebody's really in their heart space about it. You have to go back to that place. You have to go back to where that energy felt so good from the very beginning. And kind of like rewind the tape and go, was I wearing a mask after that happened? Did I need to put on a mask so that I could get that person's attention? And if you can say honestly to yourself, yes, maybe I did. I started putting a little bit more perfume on, and then when I walked by, I had my phone in my back pocket recording to see if he checked me out. I know y'all do that stuff. Don't be lying. And guys, um, you know, keep your eyes on the up and up because you get caught red-handed like that. And anyway, what I'm saying is that you put on a mask just to get that person's attention. And I feel like if you could just realize that it was never that from the very beginning, because when you first met, none of that took place. You weren't wearing a mask right then. It was just that energy right then. So you have to go back to that place. You have to go backwards. And I feel like you're just like right there. There's just this just happened. It feels so recent, like this just happened, and now so get out of your head. Everything's going to be okay. This is working out for you. All these cards are beautiful, you guys. Whoever this is for, this may be a little specific, but I hope it's for the majority of Taurus. I hope it's for the majority of the people watching here. I got a fly buzzing around, so that kind of lets me know that, there's a little pesky energy, and that's all it is, just a pesky energy in your way. So, wow. Yeah, it's happening. It's coming. It's guaranteed. Okay. And I'm talking like quickly. Don't wear a mask, okay? I've got another video down there that talks about, and I'm going to say this to you, and I hope you take this with the utmost respect from a friend to a friend. And it's just advice. Take it with a grain of salt, okay? But don't start your relationship off with just the sexual eyes on, okay? Because that's also a mask, okay? Not to say that that's not good, fine, and well, and we all love those romantic stories of in the rain and, yeah, my mind goes crazy. But I'm saying, yeah, things are good like that, but that but that passion and everything that you've got can also be towards that person's mind, that person's spirit, and oh my God, the conversations that you had, look forward to those things too. Keep those in your mind, not just how great that person looks. She is or he is. So that way you can help keep that energy down. It helps you to alleviate that mask that you're wearing for a temporary purpose, okay? And get back into your heart space. calm down and just know that this is coming. Just relax into this thing, because I feel like this is the starting of a beautiful, beautiful relationship, whatever it is. It has all the great signs. All the cards are showing and they don't lie. I do not deliberately put any single card in this spot, okay? This is all random. Same as if I was holding a deck of cards. The energies are what they are, so they can't lie. And, I'm not lying about the energies. So I'm telling you as a friend, cool, right on. So anyway, Taurus, I hope to see you again. I hope you like the reading. If you chime with it, let me know, okay? Come back and see me.